Welcome to Real Estate Radio with your host, Jason Stubbs. Want to share your real estate story? Call now at 512-640-9610. And now, here's Jason Stubbs.
We're back. It's Sunday. This is Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs, your host and branch manager of NRL Mortgage. Also, your consumer advocate for all things real estate. Appreciate you guys tuning in with us. We got a great show coming up. Thanks for viewing on KBVO and also, of course, right here all across your radio waves on Talk 1370 AM. Both shows, 12 o'clock noon. Tune in every Sunday. And here we are. You can kind of see what we're doing here in the radio studio. And if on TV, guys, we're bringing you some of the best homes and listings and information in this real estate environment to you guys. So stick around. We've got a good show coming up. All right. Well, I am joined by my co-host, my colleague, and senior loan officer, Sean Finnegan.
How's it going?
Good, man. Welcome back. Appreciate you spending a little Sunday with us.
Yeah, excited to be here with you today, man.
You ready to get this thing going?
I am ready. Let's get going.
Well, good deal. We've also got back on the show, we've got real estate agent, expert contributor, the lovely Kristen Jacobs with Regent Property Group. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good afternoon.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good
Glad
deal.
to be here.
And we've also got senior loan officer Mike Price, also with NRL Mortgage and expert contributor Real Estate Radio. Welcome, sir.
Hi, how you doing?
Good to be here.
Yes, sir.
Well, cool, man. Well, we got a good show, guys. I'm excited. We're all here. We got a lot to cover. I mean, let's kind of get to that. What are rates doing, Sean?
Rates, they kind of went back down a little bit this week. Overnight averages were, I'd say, in the low fours, anywhere from 4 1/8 to 4.375, which is down probably an eighth to a quarter from where they were about a week ago.
Yeah.
Generally, this time of year, it's weird. They start usually April, May. They start, ticking up a little bit just because of supply and demand. But with everything going on, the political spectrum right now, the market's just, it's kind of unpredictable. I mean, they'll probably hang around this low to mid 4 for a little while. I mean, eventually, like everybody says, they've got to go up at some point.
Right.
But I think for the summer, they'll stay under 5%, that mid 4 range. We'll see. But this week was a kind of good week for those of you that didn't lock in last week or maybe kind of hung around, and they definitely did take a little takedown this week.
So no panicking yet?
No panicking yet. I mean, it's hard for them to move up real quick, real fast. Right. So, I mean, you'll get some warning. I mean, if they're going to start going up above 5%, it'll probably, do it a quarter at a time. It's not going to be, although it has happened before
definitely
to me one time. But anyway, yeah. So I'd be surprised if they got up over 5, between now and Labor Day. But
definitely,
you can never know for sure.
So I mean, guys out there, if you're in the market at all, just prepare yourself. I mean, mid 4s is kind of where you're at, and keep in mind that any little thing, add-on condo. We'll get into some condos later. Sometimes those carry a little bit higher rates. So I mean, there you go. I mean, nothing really to panic about as far as interest rates go. I mean, it's fair to say we're mainly under 5% for the most part for most people.
And I've said it once, I'll say it again. I mean, if you're getting a 30-year loan under 5%,
it's a deal.
Don't complain.
Yeah, no kidding.
Don't complain. I mean, you get the people that'll complain about 4.5 over 4 3/8, and it's like,
definitely. Definitely. So I want to kind of flip it over to Mike. I mean, we had a conversation. Well, actually, it's one of your clients had a conversation about an investment purchase. So kind of walk us through what that client was trying to accomplish and what we got figured out there.
They were trying to cash out a primary to basically purchase another property, but as another primary, and had run into some pitfalls with the lender they were with because of the fact that they were trying to do an A6 and move out of the house. A6 meaning just a Texas cash out.
Yeah.
Kind of the rule on that is that if you're going to do that, you need to cash out your primary as an investment property.
So as an investment property, you're not going to do a cash out refinance as an owner-occupied property.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you're going to end up, I think Sean and I were talking about this the other day, they make you sign the LQI disclosure, which is the Loan Quality Initiative, basically is kind of locking into keeping that as your primary for the next, 12 months or so.
12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Sean, what are some of these things that you think people are trying to accomplish? And I mean, Kristen, feel free to hop in here, but basically they're taking their primary residence and they're pulling cash out, but they're requalifying that home as an investor property. Talk about the differences in like interest rate product and what they can accomplish by doing that.
Well, first off, you're going to pay about 0.75% higher generally for an investment property mortgage than a primary mortgage. You know, they consider it a little bit more risky on a primary or on an investment property versus a primary. So you're going to pay a little bit higher mortgage, but you can still get a 30-year loan, you know, with an APR under 5%. But what people are doing is because they've built up so much equity and they've got such a low interest rate on that house, you know, they're turning them into rentals for cash flow.
Well, we got to cut it right there, guys. When we come back, we'll have more. Sean Finnegan, and you gonna stick around with me?
Absolutely.
Hang out, Kristen. You gonna stick around?
I'll be here.
As always, our text line's open, 512-640-9610. This is Real Estate Radio. Stick around. Be right back.
I'm Tiffany Stilwell, and I'm the Director of Business Development. Patton Law Firm is an attorney-owned boutique title company. We are proudly Texas-owned, and we provide services across Texas. Our caring and experienced escrow team will customize each closing. Our business development team is certified facilitators for the #1 real estate coaching company in the world, Buffini & Company.
Hi, I'm Elisa Stubbs. Welcome to the Westlake office of Patton Law Firm, closing offices for Texas American Title. This location is located off Capital of Texas Highway and Westlake Drive in our Davenport Village. We have a fully staffed escrow team with 2 beautiful closing rooms. Another location is our original corporate office, located by the Arboretum off Great Hills Trail. And our newest addition office is located in Avery Ranch and Palmer Lane. Again, with a fully staffed escrow team, 3 closing conference rooms, and a training facility for our business partners.
We are Patton Law Firm, and we are raising the bar on closing services.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around through the break. This is Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs. We're joined by Sean Finnegan, NRL Mortgage, and the lovely Kristen Jacobs, expert contributor, real estate agent, and my buddy, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Goodness. Well, I guess we should introduce you, huh?
I guess.
Chris Dodd, sales and marketing vice president of Steve Kline, custom builder. Welcome back, sir.
Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
What's going on this Sunday?
Nothing. It's beautiful outside.
What have you been doing?
Working.
Yeah? What are you working on?
A lot of different things.
I know you always are, man. You're back and forth.
I have a couple models opening in the next 2 weeks. I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah, we're going to get to those here in a little bit. That's for sure. Before we do that, tell us a little bit about you guys, about your company, and where y'all are building.
We've been in business for about 28 years. We primarily build north, Georgetown, Liberty Hill, Leander, Brown Rock. We have some lots there. We do what we call custom one-off houses on people's property, or we have neighborhoods that we hang out in kind of mostly 1 acre plus neighborhoods. And then I have a new neighborhood that's a gated community in Georgetown that we're going to open up in about 2 weeks.
So for our California folks and others out there that are not from Austin or familiar with that area, kind of give us a general area.
It's just right up 183 north, about 2 miles north of 29. Each house is 569, 900.
And it's easy to get out that way these days.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
I mean, what were we thinking back then when there was no tollway and there was no option? I mean, that 183A, man.
You had to take a horse and buggy, I think.
I'm serious.
It was a long time ago,
especially when you take that left on 29.
That's
I mean,
right,
that was all gravel roads.
There was nothing there.
About 4 years ago, it was
now
gravel roads.
Town
now it's in town, no doubt. So what else you guys?
I have a house in Leander that's going to be finished probably in about 2 weeks. It's also 4,096 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. I like that number. So 579.9 on an acre lot in a little neighborhood called Greatwood. Heavily treed lots. Have 2 new sections that open up in about a week. They're all 1 acre lots in the entire neighborhood right next to the brand new high school.
Man, fantastic. So let's talk about just you guys in general, as far as, obviously you're building these, I mean, bigger homes. They're not your first time home buyer stuff. I mean, who's buying these homes? I mean, who are you guys kind of seeing that are interested in what you guys are doing? We
see families. I mean, mostly families come out. We do a lot of people say, this is my last home. Mm-hmm. And so, they want the higher end, stuff inside their house. And, we go big family houses, we can do the little one story that's about, 2,800 square feet. They're moving from a big house down, and, so we're all over the board. And then I have this new product that, it goes from 1,598 square feet to 2,500 square feet, really high end 11-foot ceilings,
Wow.
High end, granite inside the house. They're all 11-foot ceilings. I mean, they have everything inside of them, but they're small, and it's behind a gate. The HOA takes care of the front yard maintenance. It's lock and leave, but it's not age restricted. So it's in a master plan community right across the street from the pool, but we're in our own little gated section. We have greenbelt lots. We have 33 of them.
A lot of folks out there want to build homes. A lot of folks, when they hear the custom home, they're not sure what to expect. So kind of help us understand what that process is like when they come to you guys to build a house.
There's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can bring me a plan on a napkin, and we can go full-blown, go to the architect, draw the plans and so on. Or we take a plan that we already have, and if you like a part of one plan and you want to mix it with the other, we just put them together. Or we take a plan and we blow it up or move walls. So it's less expensive to take an existing plan and change it than it is to start from scratch. So I have 77 different floor plans, and I have them, from 1,500 square feet to 5,500 square feet. So, I mean, we just built a brand new model in Georgetown that we open probably next week. It's 5,200 square feet. It's a 4,000 square foot, 2-story or 1.5 story, and it has a 1,300 square foot casita off the back end of it. That is on an acre lot. It's got every bell of whistles you could throw into it.
This thing is gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it's got cameras. It's got all the technology to it. It's, I would call it transitional style. It's in the gray realm, but it's a beautiful house, and we spent a lot of time designing it. And, the process really is really easy, because you can come in, we sit down with you, we go over all the fine details, we go over what you're looking for, how you live, how you want your cabinets, what kind of electrical you want in the house. It's not an overwhelming process, because we take you step by step through that process.
Fantastic. Well, I think you guys are one of the most intriguing builders that we have. I mean, you're local. You've been here for 3 decades. You guys are doing a hell of a job. So I want you to just completely keep up what you're doing. We'll get back out there. I want to get out to one of those houses. I want to come check out your model.
Well, they're opening next week, so you better get out there while they're nice and new.
Yeah, no kidding. So how do we get in touch with you?
SteveKline.com.
Awesome. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll get you back on soon.
No problem.
All right, guys, we've got to take a quick break. You want to stick around? Be right back.
And whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint. And that blueprint serves as the pattern, as the guide, as the model for those who are to build the building. And a building is not well erected without a good, sound, and solid blueprint. The question is, what is in your life's blueprint?
Welcome to Lakeway, home of Harrison Jewelers. I'm Robert Harrison, owner and a certified master bench jeweler. I've been in Austin since 1977, designing, fabricating, and repairing what the customer wants. Whether it's a diamond or any colored gemstone, I'm sure we have one for you. We're the only store in the greater Austin area to have the gem print technology for fingerprinting your diamond. Come in and find out what it's all about. Harrison Jewelers, it's the store you'll appreciate.
Welcome back to the show, Central Texas. We're back, and we've got again joined Sean Finnegan. We got Kristen Jacobs and a buddy of mine, long time Long-time agent. You like that?
I do like
Screw
that,
up
actually.
on your introduction.
No, that's okay.
You like that? Drew Griffin, everybody.
A little bit. It'll make me look good.
Drew Griffin, Realty Austin. Man, welcome to the show, buddy. It's been
Thank
a little
you.
while.
It has been a long time.
Done a little radio before, but it has been a little while since we got you out here.
It's been 4 or 5 years since
I
I've been
know.
out here. I can't believe you've been doing that long.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah,
No doubt.
appreciate it.
Has been a little while.
It has.
Yeah, it's special thanks to some folks at Patton Law Firm and Steve Kline Custom Homes keep supporting us, and so thank you guys out there for that. But Drew, let's get to you, man. Let's talk about it. I mean, you're with Realty Austin. What office are you out of?
Out of the Avery Ranch office. Been with Realty Austin for 6 years now, so it's definitely changed since I've first started there. I think whenever we first started there, it was about 60 agents, and we've got over 450 agents now, 7 offices. So it's definitely grown over the time that I've been there, but loving life.
I mean, you've grown too. I mean,
a little bit.
I remember we did, I guess that was our first transaction in 2007. Lifelong friends, still out there.
We were talking. I emailed her yesterday, actually.
We love you, Megan.
We do love Megan.
But Megan and Jeremy, but they're fantastic. But yeah, I mean, you've been doing this quite some time now, and to watch you grow through the ranks of Realty Austin's been remarkable. So tell me, what's going on out there in the Avery Ranch area? I mean, what are y'all doing?
Well, I primarily focus on the Brushy Creek area is what I call it, which is essentially Round Rock west of 35. I do a lot of stuff east too. Cedar Park, Leander, Georgetown, Liberty Hill, anything kind of running along Palmer, 620. Market's phenomenal. A lot of stuff for us to sell. Great property, still a relatively good price point compared to, what's available south of there.
Yeah.
But a great place to raise families. Awesome schools. I just got a ton of stuff to sell out there.
They got room.
They do, yeah, a lot of room. Ronald Reagan, that's where it's at. We were just telling Kristen about that. Ronald Reagan. It's just tons of new communities. Morningstar, Sarita Valley. I could just go on and on. Oaks at San Gabriel, just tons of nice communities out there.
And with our folks out there, our audience that don't know Ronald Reagan or where that area is, kind of explain, where that is and how to get there.
So if you take Palmer all the way north until it keeps going, once you cross over 1431, Palmer turns into Ronald Reagan. Okay. And it'll go all the way up through Georgetown into Gerald.
Yeah.
Easy, Kristen.
We'll be selling.
It's all right. There's real estate up there for us to sell.
We'll be talking Gerald pretty soon. As Round Rock and all that gets built out.
Yeah, that's right. But it goes all the way up and it hits I-35 north of Georgetown, and there's just a ton of communities, really great stuff up there. And
so I mean, what's the draw? I mean, obviously, is it space? Is it schools? I mean, what's going on?
Well, for a long time, whenever the Avery Ranch and Brushy Creek areas were being built, which is 620 up to 1431 along Palmer, there's just not really any space to go there. So they're filling in the small little pockets. So whenever they've built Ronald Reagan and continued that all the way up north, they just got all this land they can build out. It's great schools.
Yeah.
It's a combination of Liberty Hill ISD, Leander ISD, and so just really great schools. You got a ton of hike and bike trails. You're close to Lake Georgetown, and you can get to 183A if you need to get down south really quickly. It's a great location. Shopping all over the place. It's coming. It's coming.
It is. And, we were just talking about it during the break about how many homes are kind of, I mean, what about permitting? I mean, that's kind of how we can kind of get a little peek into the future. I mean, it's thousands of homes. I mean, did I hear 6,000 homes will be built in the next 2, 3, 4 years?
Yeah, I've heard that figure too. They're smart with permitting because they're not just throwing permits out like crazy.
Yeah.
So they're being smart with it. They're opening up communities at the right time to make sure that we're not swamped with so much inventory that we can't sell, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And so they're doing it smart. They're trickling it out, but we gotta put some more people in some homes.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta find a place for all these people to go. They keep coming.
Yeah,
we got to find a place for them to go.
Kristen, you got any properties for us?
I do. I currently have 8312 Carranzo Drive in Barton Creek, the Amara section. Rustic Mediterranean style, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, about 3,300 square feet, and that's listed at $1.3 million.
Okay.
I have listing tomorrow one on Lakeshore Drive, 1293 Lakeshore Drive in Spicewood, and it's about an 1.5 acre property. There's the main home, which is about 1,000 square feet with 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and then there's a separate detached 2-bedroom, 1 bath off of the garage. And so great rental opportunity there for an investor, and as well as just somebody that wants to get away with the family and enjoy the beautiful lake views that this particular property provides. And then I also have 2 coming up in Lantana off of the Southwest Parkway corridor. And one of them is 4,800 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, beautiful home, fantastic floor plan. It's actually 3 stories. It's one of the very rare homes in the neighborhood and in Austin in general that has a walkout basement. And then a 1-story house that'll be listed around 450. That's about 2,500 square feet.
Wow, you've been busy.
Yeah,
I've been busy.
Both she was saying I was being busy. She just blew me out of the way. How many properties you got backing up to the golf course over there?
Absolutely, guys.
Well, yeah, and if any of those 18,000 houses you guys are selling, if they're moving in Austin, have them give us a call. We'll help you with that as well.
No kidding, guys. Well, we'll get both of you back in here. Kristen Jacobs, Drew Griffin, both fantastic real estate agents in Austin, Texas, Central Texas. Take note, give them a call. Guys, we got to cut it right there, get you back in. We got more for you. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Tiffany Stilwell, and I'm the Director of Business Development. Patton Law Firm is an attorney-owned boutique title company. We are proudly Texas-owned, and we provide services across Texas. Our caring and experienced escrow team will customize each closing. Our business development team is certified facilitators for the #1 real estate coaching company in the world, Buffini & Company.
Hi, I'm Elisa Stubbs. Welcome to the Westlake office of Patton Law Firm, closing offices for Texas American Title. This location is located off Capital of Texas Highway and Westlake Drive in our Davenport Village. We have a fully staffed escrow team with 2 beautiful closing rooms. Another location is our original corporate office, located by the Arboretum off Great Hills Trail. And our newest addition office is located in Avery Ranch and Palmer Lane. Again, with a fully staffed escrow team, 3 closing conference rooms, and a training facility for our business partners.
We are Patton Law Firm, and we are raising the bar on closing services.
Selling a home in Austin and Central Texas is not a chore, it's an adventure. We live in one of the most in-demand real estate markets in the country. As a home seller, an open house ATX Realtor will be your analyst, consultant, bullhorn, advisor, networker, negotiator, coordinator, and your lifeline. Open House ATX. We believe the world of real estate has evolved. So should your realtor.
And welcome back to the show, Central Texas Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs. Thank you for sticking around. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm joined by the owner of Assurance Roofing, Dan Kiterling. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good, man. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, with this crazy real estate environment and market that we have here in Central Texas, I mean, obviously, roofs play a giant part in that, but I want to hop right into it. Let's just talk about it. I mean, tell us first about you, your company a little bit, and then let's talk about roofs and what people need to know.
Sure. So we've been in business here in Central Texas for 11 years, and our most active stream of repeat customers is realtors. We love working with realtors, and we think that they love working with us. Yeah. So one of the things we offer that a lot of that sets us apart is we can take payment at closing. That means you can bring a property to market that needs a new roof with no cost.
What's the benefit of you guys working with someone's insurance company opposed to someone like me just giving them a ring saying, hey, I don't know what to do. What's going on?
Well, most of the time, whenever you do something a lot, you get better at it. And in the case of insurance companies, they always come in a little low, and then we tell them what it really costs to put on a roof. And we make sure all the code upgrades are in place and things that you might not think of that can affect the value of your roof going forward, especially if it's going to be scrutinized by a property inspector and your new buyers.
Definitely. Drew Griffin, Realty Austin. You guys obviously run into all kind of issues. I mean, I kind of look at roofing issues, you almost want to put it in the same as foundation. They can both be pretty expensive. They can both be a little bit destructive. But, what does it look like when you have a buyer and you're like, hey, we like it. You put an offer in. you get accepted, then the home inspector goes out, climb on the roof, and they're like, hey, man, this thing is bad news.
Happens all the time.
Does it?
Happens all the time. I mean, roof comes up on every single inspection for almost every property that I sell. And so our roofers are some of the most important keys in our business post-inspection. Once we get that inspection report back, I need a good roofer that can go out there, take a look at it, make sure we don't have any leaks, and make sure it's up to snuff before we move forward with the sale. And so if it's going to come up, make sure that we get everything buttoned up, make sure that there's no leaks, no issues. We got all of our shingles, all the flashing is looking good, everything's squared away, and it eliminates that concern for the buyer right away.
Our pre-list package is exactly what you just said, and we'll go out there and then we'll even guarantee that we will pass that property inspection, and should there be something that we missed, then we'll come out free of charge and take care of that as well. Now, if the inspection part is free, and then if there should be work, then we'd give you a quote for that and go forward from there.
And like you said, I mean, you offer free inspections. Come out, take a look, doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
I mean, I've known you've been around a long time. You got a lot of folks good guys working for you. You guys are doing a hell of a job out there. But, when you do come out, and let's say the roof doesn't necessarily need a ton of repairs, I mean, what type of like maintenance and tune-ups and, what's going on up there after 4, 5, 6, 7 years in the sun?
So on almost every roof, there's going to be refastening of flashing, resealing all the penetrations, and then we also throw in a repaint with Rust-Oleum paint of all the accessories, gives your roof a nice new look, and that pretty much takes care of anything on a roof that's younger than 10 years old. Anything over 10 years, Central Texas probably going to at least need
something.
Well, it's either going to have hail damage or some wind damage, and that's just a function of our weather, the heat, and builder grade shingles.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a lot of folks out there that have rental properties don't really, you're not living in the house, you're definitely not climbing on that roof a lot. So, folks out there with those rental properties, I mean, even if you got tenants in there, moving out, coming in, you just bought it, give Dan at Assurance Roofing a ring, have him come out, inspect your roof, make sure nothing's going on. I mean, you can prevent a lot of problems.
And not only that is, your tenant doesn't have to be there. We can access the roof from the front of the home. We don't have to be inside the home. We're just on top of it. And so it doesn't have to be this scheduling nightmare for you and your tenants, and can be a really seamless process to getting a new roof, which then if you either keep the home, you don't have any leaks, and if you sell the home, you've added that value right away.
And make sure you guys use a reputable contractor like these guys. Don't use the guy driving around in the pickup truck with Alabama license plates knocking on your door after a hailstorm.
Storm
that
chasers.
that is not the guy you want. You want somebody that, if something's wrong, like they said, they'll come back and make it right, and you can find them. You'll be able to track them down later.
There you go. So, Dan, how do we get in touch with you and your company, Assurance Roofing?
You can either find us on the internet, www.assuranceroofer.com, or you can give us a call at 512-731-9446.
There you go, Central Texas. We appreciate you sticking around. We got to cut it right there. Text line's open, 512-640-9610. Till next Sunday. Have a good one. See you soon.